welcome to the counselor's office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are back with some more Final Fantasy XVI. The addiction is real, and we are going to play and enjoy it.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
How long has my mic been muted this entire time? I don't know how long my mic's been muted, but it's probably been muted this entire time for like the past several hours. And I'm annoyed.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside.
I don't know, maybe
And so the
15 minutes, okay. I don't know how it came to be paused.
thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle.
Yeah,
with
Titan's
poison.
dead.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Are we just getting word that Titan's dead?
Olivier has been made emperor.
What?
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Okay. I knew the Empress was some shady stuff. She was very shady. Very shady.
Terence,
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Yo, what?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix.
Oh,
You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead.
We all did.
Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage. I have a tale.
Oh, and it's a tale of tales. I'm curious whether the prince buys into it or not. All right, well, we kicked Titan's butt, and I'm very confused of what the heck is going on. What is Ultima's plan? What is the other dude, the Lord Barnabas, like, what is he up to? Like, what the front door is going on? And how's the Empress now the Emperor? Oh, the shadow.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
If that's what you want to call it. If that's what you want to call it. Chad is good news. What a heck of a night. We had an epic... I wouldn't say epic. We had like a 50-50 epic boss fight. The first half was awesome. The last half was awesome. The fight in between the Uber Titan sucked. I've never been more infuriated with, one, camera controls, and two, the lack of, like, discrepancy of what the heck to do. Beyond annoys me. Okay. What's up, gang?
Clive, you're back.
Oh, I am.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be.
And so is the mother crystal.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home.
I bet she's not happy that we did all the fun
It's good to
about
be
her.
back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next. You're not leaving me behind.
Sorry.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with
It's catch-up time, huh?
Thank you. I will.
Business as usual. All right, let's do it. Vivian, my lady.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with
It is on my mental health.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important.
Oh, you.
Scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus?
No.
One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there on my map?
Come on, lady. Show me. Show me hot stuff. Show me what you got on the map.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash.
Yep.
It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin, the Canvarian War of Independence in 849, the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865, the Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest.
Okay.
But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of
Ooh.
when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Yeah, that doesn't answer any of our questions.
In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
Sid did warn us.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into
Hey.
this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done.
Justice!
Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
That's my wife right there. She don't know it. Clive doesn't know it. That's my wife right there.
Here for another
I will let you talk to me all you want. I'm just going to clear house a little bit. Thank you. There you
Here
go.
you are. Very good.
Just get your orange dot off my face. Thank you. All right. What do you got? Is it the same one? Or do you got new tech for me? Oh, we got quite a bit. Ooh, ooh. It's a CCS tier. Oh! Urgent notice to Cursebreakers due to the discovery of fallen giant in Rosarian ruins. We have lately been investigating. All work in the region is to be halted with immediate effect.
Do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
I mean, I think we already have, considering we're slaying these bad guys left and right.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders.
He
then.
dead. Oh, we're good.
Good. Starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
No problem, my lady. I don't like it. I'm sure we can make the diamond sword as soon as we beat the stuff, you know? We beat all the bounties.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is
He's dead or no, now, Jim.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Let's go.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share.
Let's
the
share it,
good
baby.
news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
I don't think so.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
Yeah?
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
What's up, Otto?
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running
Yeah.
errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
Spreading the word so everyone can sleep good tonight knowing that that piece of crap is in the dirt. Smudged.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of
Mid.
friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should.
The old hideaway.
And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
All right, so we're gonna go talk to Mid.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement
What
stack
the?
sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
She's building a ship.
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
The Enterprise. Chat. The Enterprise. That's a little too much on the nose, don't you think? Don't you think, Square Enix? That's a little too on the nose. The Enterprise. You could have named it anything Final Fantasy. Anything to talk about like your old games. But the Enterprise. Okay. You do you. Seriously?
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, Ours is fitted with mithril
Of course it
engines.
is.
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put
Okay.
together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can
Fetch
do to help?
quest!
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things
Fetch
first,
quest.
I need some
Of
power
course you do.
stacking. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
I'm going to pause there, chat. I think I'm too tired to actively care at this point. Last time where we left off, Mid was telling us all the things we need to fetch for a ship. So let's do these fetch quests, shall we?
That heat into the air. And the shielding around the side.
Yeah.
That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Yay! We don't want that happening.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials.
Oh,
here.
you got it, eh?
Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of fetching.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Yay, thermoplating. Speak to Blackthorn. And thus starts the great journey. We have also... Lower the sound of my ears. We also have a bunch of bounties to do, which Mr. Gaming Counselor is going to do every bounty. I essentially want to do everything that's possible in the game. Okay, that's a bad start to things. What? I don't get what's going on. It's like it's not even focusing me. That attack right there sucks balls, dude. I don't get it. That attack! Dude, how do I beat that attack? How do I beat that attack? I just don't... That... How do you block that? There we go. Just do anything but what I was doing. Do anything but what I was doing. It's over 50,000. That attack, dude. Okay, he's almost there. I'm trying to get him pushed. That cash isn't a problem here.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise. Spare myself for your sake. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Thermal plating designs.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Of course, of course.
So Mid's roped us all in here again. Typical. that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust.
Stardust!
As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
All right, letting off some steam. All right, let's do it.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Wait, does it matter? Is someone gonna die because of this? I'm gonna choose Otto.
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sag loads of the stuff. Might be worth hiring porters at the Daly Mill Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a way.
Hey, Otto's the right man for the job.
I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see the supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
He's like, best of luck. All right, what do we got, Otto?
Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's old.
Is it? That's some nice water.
Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
What?
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Oh, of course. Am I really? Really?
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Can we just say that I put this in my pocket and he has a bag? Otto's over here with a bag of sand dust or stardust, and I have a pocket full. It's funny. It's really funny.
How much did you get?
5 pockets full.
Enough. I hope.
As much as my pockets can carry.
More than me.
You got a sack of stardust. I put 5 handsfuls in my pocket. Whatever.
Together, and I can't see Blackthorn complaining much.
G-
Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk?
All right, why are we going for a walk? Are we getting actual core story character build here? Oh, we are. Okay, cool.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started.
We're having bonding moments here. Okay.
When we first met, I had you down as a spoiled little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Oh! The connection.
Yo, give over. You're making me... All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Cid did. About time I was heading back.
Yeah, we're getting a little emotional here.
Scrabbling about in the sand's taking its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
This is true. I'm curious what the dialogue would have been if we chose Gav instead, because I feel like Gav also made a big impact on the story, but I don't know. It's interesting.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about.
Yeah, I figured you might go, old man.
Do it again sometime, mate.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Quest complete. Yeehaw, yeehaw. Letting off steam 1. There's part 2. That's just part 1.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Hey, don't worry, boys.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2
Yeah.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course.
Okay.
For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Okay.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what
Of course
need.
they do.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all
What's her
details.
name?
What's her name? Right.
What's her name? Your assistant Helena, and you call her what's her name? Wow.
Oh, Sid, is this...
She's an engineer.
Yes. Mid said I should speak.
What's your name?
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the Mithril engine, in which Mithril is burned to generate
Uh-huh.
heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force.
Uh-huh.
Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding...
Uh-huh.
Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand.
Do you?
Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass near...
Hey, we were just there.
The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
Okay.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay. We're good. We're good now.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for
No
coming.
problem.
The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature
I don't
told you
see it.
about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Of course. I don't know what's over here because I don't see it, but I'm sure we'll kick its butt. Hey, creature. Oh, there's actually a gap back here?
Anybody home?
What the heck? There's a gap back here. Is it?
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Oh, this is going to be child's play. Nice try. Let's go, Torgo. Ow, what? What attack was that? I don't know what the heck attack that was, but that hurt. Yeah, that hurt. I don't know what the heck that was.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Letting off scene part 2. Let me guess, there's part 3 too. Haha.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding.
Okay.
A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even
That's not
started.
good.
I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Yeah.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that.
Did you?
Obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Sure, girl.
Right away. Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Thermal shield designs.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
It's a puzzle.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a
Oh, magic.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious.
Oh.
Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be...
Oh, road trip with the
I shall
boys.
speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss...
Never mind, no road
how
trip
it
with the
might be most
boys.
effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Oh, we got the whole gang.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company.
Yeah.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine...
Cool. Get the ladies.
My research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Letting off steam 3. So here's the dilemma, guys. Here's my dilemma. I kinda want to see both sides of the coin. So what am I gonna do is I'm gonna save, and then we'll do the quest of one and then do it with the other, because I feel like we'll get some intimate maybe connections with Jill, but then we might get a different side of our friend over here. I don't know.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
You're with me, girl.
All right.
All right. Redhead. Let's go.
What are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Woohoo!
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is a list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
Okay.
So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
All right.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old
I
acquaintance.
bet you do.
I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
Oh.
See you later, Clive.
Oh, she seems upset.
Good luck with your research.
Oh, why does she sound, she gave us that good luck. Like, she gave us a little bit of disappointing, like, you're choosing to go with her.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you
Oh,
are.
there you are.
We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this.
Good.
But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items
Hmm.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Don't worry. I'll find the nuts.
Well, did you find
Sure did.
everything?
I did. Here.
I got your nuts and I got your garlic. You can thank me later.
Garlic and pepio nuts.
Yeah.
in. We should get this back to Tomes then.
Wait,
You'll
that
be
was
waiting.
it? What's wrong?
Boss, we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
Quick chat. See, this is why I'm gotten smarter this time and I've saved ahead of time. We're about to have a close convo.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out in an
It
area
has.
together.
That's why I chose.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first
Ah.
appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's a little upset.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today.
Ooh.
And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on.
Hmm?
Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course.
Ooh, we got some bonding.
Thank you, Taya,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't?
Ooh.
But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Oh. I can't tell if this is like a professional stare or this is just this weird, awkward, romantic stare.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough.
Yeah?
I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I heard you the first time. Okay. All right, now that we have heard that side of the story, should have gone the other way around. It's time to load.